What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how these change plates and these micro plates can actually be a complete game changer in your training and how you make gains. So I'm going to be going over that today. So let's get right into it. So your first thought is, why do we need these so-called change plates or micro plates? I mean, look at this thing. This thing is literally 0.25 pounds. That's not a lot of weight. What the hell is, let's say you're doing leg press, for example, or like a pendulum squat. What the frick is 0.2 pounds got to do with when you're squatting 200? Well, let me tell you, because I don't know about you, but every now and again, I seem to kind of just hit a little plateau on some of the exercises that I'm doing. But I know in order to make gains, you need to progressive overload, aka training slightly harder than the time before. So that's by either adding a little bit of weight, adding a rep, or improving your form and technique using a slower eccentric, etc. But a lot of times this is really hard for me, especially on some isolation exercises like side laterals. I'm kind of just using the same weights for the same rep. It's really hard to progress. But if you use these change plates, it's such little amounts of weight. Again, 0.25 pounds. I'll put this on the lateral raise machine that I'll use, and every workout, I can just add another 0.25 pounds on, and it's such small increments that you can still do the same amount of reps, but I've actually worked myself up to doing a full 4 extra pounds on my side lateral raises on the machine for the same amount of reps by just adding 0.25 pounds every single workout. So if you are hitting a plateau, this can be a great way to try and get out of that sticking point, again, because it's such little weight that you'll still be able to do the same amount of reps, but you're slowly progressing up and your muscles are just ever so slightly getting stronger every single workout. So it's a really great way to slowly progress and, fight through any of those plateaus. Those are the micro gains plates, which they go up in 0.25, I have 0.5, 0.75, and 1 pounds. But what about these normal change plates? So these ones I have in 1.25, 2.5, and 5 pounds. Now, what these are really, really good for, I mean, in the name, they are change plates. You've probably seen me have these on machines when I do my workout videos. Now, on most sets anyway, big compound sets, I guess, or whatever. Let's say I'm doing a bench press. On my last set, I'll actually do a drop set. So what I'll do is I'll put on these change plates, and because the way they're coated with the rubber, they're very difficult to take off. You have to align it with the peg really in a certain way for it to smoothly slide off. So if you're lifting weights, you don't actually need to have the clip to lock the weight in with these, because these won't be coming out. I can show you an example. If you try and just tug on it or whatever, because the rubber, I guess it's I don't know, it just doesn't allow it to come off. So what this is really good for is doing drop sets. So I'll put the peg I have or whatever with my normal weight that I'm going to use, and then when I want to do a drop set, I'll quickly run over and just slide these plates off, because I can be assured that they're not going to fall off when I'm actually just lifting the weight because of how rigid they are. So you got to align it perfectly and they'll slide right off. So that's why they're called change plates, because they're primarily used for drop sets and stuff, so you can quickly slide the weight off and not worry about it falling off mid-set. So this has also been a game changer in my workouts. It allows me to do drop sets without that fear of the weight coming off, because before, when I had to do drop sets, I would unclip the peg and then take the weight off, but this way I can just slide the weight right off and I don't got to worry about it. So absolutely, I think these plates are super, super good. The plates I have in these change plates and micro plates or whatever are the Iron Bull ones, and I also have a few Rogue ones. You've probably seen them in some of my videos, but if you have a home gym, I mean, they're not too expensive. Again, they come in like 5 pounds, 1 pound, stuff like that, and the micro gains plates 0.25, so they are not the craziest, but it can be a great way to help you get the most out of your training. So I would definitely recommend you get some micro gains plates and some change plates. I think they've been a game changer in my training, and I hope they'll be a game changer in yours too. So that's pretty much the video, guys. Let me know in the comments if you have these, or if you're actually going out and buying them, because I think they really help me. I hope they really help you. If you have enjoyed, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.